This is a quick tutorial on how to take the heating water lab data and analyze it in a spreadsheet. You should already have recorded your time in seconds and your temperature in degrees Celsius. You do want to make sure that your time data is converted into seconds, not minutes and seconds. We want it to be just 1 unit in our box. Our next task is to convert our Celsius data into Fahrenheit data. So I'm going to make a new heading in this box. Temperature in Fahrenheit, and I'm going to use an equation to calculate. The spreadsheet knows we're making an equation if I start with an equal sign, and to convert I'm going to take what's here in the B2 box. I'm going to open my parentheses, click on that box there so it knows to grab that square. So I'm going to take the Celsius temperature times 9/5, close my parentheses, and to that product I'm going to add 32. All right. Spreadsheet does a calculation for us. 23.9 degrees Celsius is right on 75 Fahrenheit. Now, if I highlight that box, click on it, a little blue box appears in the corner. If I drag that down, it will smart fill, meaning that it's going to take the same formula but grab the correct corresponding temperature each time it does it. So I don't have to do that calculation over and over and over again. One of our goals today is to help you appreciate how a spreadsheet can do a repetitive calculation so that you don't have to do it yourselves multiple times. The next task we're going to do is graph this data. I want to graph the time on the x-axis. So I'm going to highlight this A column. And while holding the control key, I'm going to hit the C column. So I want to graph it versus temperature. And then come up here to insert chart. They're going to give me some chart choices. Line chart came up automatically for me. What we want though is a scatter plot. So I'm going to come down here to scatter. All right. And there's our data. Looks like a nice line. Notice that they automatically pulled in the titles for our y-axis and x-axis down here, and they found a decent scale for our data. One more thing that we want to do, go over to Customize. Under Series, there's an option to add a trend line. So if I do that, it's going to put a linear line of best fit on there. And if I scroll down a little bit farther, under Label where it says None, I can change that to Use Equation. And that's going to post the equation for the line.